Across various campuses in the country are well into their second day, and police are on high alert.
Students are demanding a free quality higher education for all, and higher education has committed to injecting an additional 6.9 billion rand on top of the 10 billion rand allocated to tertiary institutions to fund students for the 2016 academic year.
Ground zero and day 2 of the No Fee movement. Members of the movement were meant to attend an SABC live interview, but claim campus security barred them from leaving.
We were meant to be joined by somebody from the Fees Must Fall campaign, Vuyani Pambo, that's the name. The message that we received now is saying it is not so. The university has sent bouncers and private security in there this morning, and it is difficult for them to leave.
Vuyani has an imagination that is beyond. We never use the word bouncers. We do have security, campus control, and we do have private security. We have people who are effectively occupying a venue in which our registration and fees process happens. Yesterday, they prevented registration from happening. This is where student protesters have to understand. You can't protest by violating the right of others.
Security at the university has been stepped up this week, while registration processes continue. Students, however, are unrelenting in their demands. They've warned that the fees campaign will get more intense if their demands are not met.
We're hoping that, firstly, the university can understand that the debt clearance needs to happen. And then secondly, if they can allow our people to register without having to pay the money. Mm-hmm. So they must register for free. So we tried to have conversations with the university. It's a lot of money for them, so it's a stress for them as well. They can understand, but we cannot take it anymore as the SRC because it's a lot of students that we have to deal with on a daily basis, and it's difficult for us, which is why we've resorted to this way of demonstrating the pain that the students are going through.
But the university says it's made some concessions to students.
There's a third layer of students where the students are demanding that anybody with historic debt must actually be allowed to register. But that's 109 million rand. I can't just wave 109 million rand away. Yeah. If I were to wave 109 million rand, we'll financially bankrupt the institution. If we financially bankrupt Wits University, you'll destroy the higher education system.
The Department of Higher Education has contributed an additional 6.9 billion rand for the university's 2016 financial year, on top of the 10 billion rand that has already been allocated to them.
As a department, we are quite concerned about this resurgence of protest in 2016. We were under impression that all the issues that were raised last year during the Fees Must Fall, as government, we attended to.
NSFAS says they have allocated the funds being given to the universities.
The 6.9 billion that the minister spoke about yesterday, 2.3 billion of it will go directly to the universities, not via NSFAS. It's going to pay the universities or compensate the universities for the fact that they are not going to increase fees this year, and that NSFAS will not have anything to do with that portion. Then there is a 4.6 billion that is going to come through to NSFAS. 2.6 billion of that will pay for debt that has been incurred by students over the last 3 years at universities who could not afford but were not funded because there was not enough money.
But the qualification criteria for NSFAS funding via the means test remains an issue.
NSFAS funding sometimes is a bit of a misnomer, because NSFAS administers various funds that have got slightly different rules one to the next. But general, let me just tackle the general criteria for qualification, which is financial need and academic performance.
Despite these concessions from government, the no-fee protests continues. Nozintombi Mia, SABC News.